Well, hello there. Good afternoon. All that fun stuff for the greetings and the hello, howdies. How are you? Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Pick one. Wherever you're at, pick one. Doesn't matter. So here I am, and we're going to talk about some shit. Well, I'm going to anyway, because frankly, and I'll switch over and do this for now. I'm going to do this for now. And hey, after the other night, I'm fed the fuck up. Tired of it. Tired of it, tired of it, tired of it. Fed right up to fucking here with somebody's bullshit, somebody's horse shit. And I'm just gonna kind of kick back. I'm gonna watch the little thingy up there. We'll see what happens. And I'm gonna try not to have a, I don't like to start streams and then just not say anything and have dead air with a frozen image or a black screen or whatever, like someone else can do for between 5 and 15 minutes before they ever fucking say anything. I just don't think that's right. And I just like to, if somebody's there. Right now I have 0 viewers. I'm going to have to close this so I can see that right now. Because that sun's getting around there where it's kind of bright. Giving that good glare. I usually have that open, the window open when it's real nice. And it is actually a nice day. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. No. So I'm going to show you some stuff. I'm going to talk about it as I go along. And like I said, I don't come empty-handed. I don't come empty-handed at all. And we're going to exit the solo layout. And I'm going to pop this up there into the full screen mode. And we're going to take a look at some things, as you can see over here on the right, barely, but it'll become clear here in just a minute. I got 1 viewer, that's plenty. Time to rock and roll. So I went someplace today. That picture on the screen should give a slight clue as to where I went. There you are. Hey, John Boyce LeBaron, glad to see you there. So that picture on the screen should give you some indication as to where it was I might have gone today. And I did do that. I did actually go down here to the local authorities. And we had a nice chat. And here's the business card. I took the officer's name off and I took his email off so that someone can't call them and just harass them when they're drunk. As much as that would be amusing, I'm not going to subject someone who's earning an honest living to the drunken ramblings of someone else. I'm not going to put them up through that. So I talked to this officer at length and got a case number. And once again, This is the back of that card, by the way. I blocked out the case number because, once again, I don't want some jackass in a drunken stupor calling up someone and harassing and giving them a number that they can go look shit up. So now the unfortunate thing is that they can't do, and I already knew this going in, they can't do anything about what happened, the shit that was done out on the East Coast, out in Virginia Beach. They can't do anything about that. And I fully understand that, because it's not their jurisdiction. They got nothing to do with it. And they flat out said that they can't do anything about that, just simply because of that. It's not their jurisdiction. But they can do some shit about some other stuff, which I found that to be rather convenient. And I got this great straight scoop. About what they can do and what they can't do. And it's not I mean, it doesn't come as a big surprise to me what they can and can't do. It's not a shocker by any means. But so we had a talk, I don't know, about a half an hour, 45 minutes, give or take, something like that. And I showed them, let me stop this screen. And I got to present so that I can show this other part. I showed the officer the many streams that he had posted with this, with that address right there. Now, technically, since that is public record, that can be posted. Yes, it can. And this is coming from law enforcement. Yes, it can be posted. However, and I love the howevers when they get thrown in there. I really enjoy throwing in a good however. However, it cannot be posted and used in a threatening or harassing manner. And if that's the main purpose of that, then it's illegal. Yes, it is. Now, if you're just posting it because, hey, this person, it shows that they bought this house, blah, 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 whatever, for $250,000, however much, doesn't matter. That is public information. It's publicly available, and you can use it. But if you're posting it, and in this case, as you can plainly see, the Taylors have fried themselves. And if you go and listen to this 46-minute horse crap, he kind of goes over some of this stuff, and it is done in a harassing and threatening manner. And it's trying to get, it conceivably could get whoever to go knocking on the door in a threatening manner. So that in and of itself is illegal. So what they're going to do is, it's unlike you, it's under investigation as of today. As of today, your happy ass is under an investigation. Not mine. You are. For stalking. Now, that's not all. That's not it. That's not it. Because what they also got, and I had to email this when I got back. That's why it took me a little bit to get up here. But just so that we could show, what do they call that? Oh crap! I can't think of what they call it. Where you show? I got it. So that I can show, so that they can see a pattern of shit that you did. And this is why I save shit. Check it out here. This is the message that went to my neighbor, and look at that phone number. Look at that number up there. That's one of Bob's old numbers, and then here it is. My name is Bob Jones, aka T-Bob. And you're trying to stop a fight between them going after and stalking a Mark Connors, because even though Mark may be a liar, I do not think him this big, bad, evil man. Any help would be appreciated. Now, here's where it gets stupid. Well, these were my neighbors out in, Virginia Beach for about 13 and a half, 14 years. So they knew me. So then Bob sends this. Or is this Mr. Ward? Harry Brogan is watching into the jacuzzi through the fence, sitting on his bench. And then, of course, they responded with, who is this? And Bob never responded to that. That was not responded. Because by the time that got sent, they were over and they had talked to me. And I explained to him who this was. And they ended up blocking him. Just like when he contacted the landlord. They found out then that he's full of crap. So we also have, and then they have it now as well. The police department has got this next thing I'll show you too. They've got it as well. This was sent to my son's wife. Let me find it here. Where the hell did that one go? I know it's in here. There it is. This was sent to my son's wife. There again, there's one of Bob's phone numbers, 619. How are you? Give me a favor, please. Look up on YouTube. And August 11th. I forgot what year this was. Or Google Harry Grogan Jr. of Virginia Beach, Virginia, under the prefix and the title of accused child molester. I think you should see that. Have a good day. Bye-bye. So this shit, what I'm doing here is I'm showing a pattern of harassment and stalking. This is what stalking is. Making clips of someone's videos and posting them on another YouTube page is not stalking. It's proven him out to be a liar, but it's not stalking. It's not stalking. Sorry, Bob. That ain't the way shit works. That's not the way shit works. And look at terrible English. You know, if I didn't know that was a Texas phone number, I would have sworn up and down that this was Bob's mentor sending it, because the spelling is atrocious. The sentence structure is horrendous as well. And we all know who is well known for fucking shit up. don't we? We all know who's well known for doing shit like that on the fly just to make shit up. But I'm sure that this was probably done in a drunken stupor. You know, I agree. Hi, Bob and Mark. Yep, I know. And so that's on that. But you know, like I said, I don't. I wasn't gonna. I told you I wasn't gonna come with empty fingers. Yes, I did go down to the police department today. Yes, I did talk to this officer, whose name has been redacted. And yeah, Bob, you're being. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot. You're gonna find this really amusing. I told him about your little story about all these freaking investigations about the serial killer crap. And I told him that. I told him about the 2 teachers that you claimed were killed. The 2 teachers that you claimed were killed while I was in school here in Lincoln years ago. But here's the funny part. You don't even know when I went to school here. You don't even know what years I went. You don't know what schools I went to. You can't mention those, can you? Because you don't fucking know because you're making up shit. So what did the cop do when I told him this? He did the radio thing and checked to see if there was anything of that nature that had been unsolved in Lincoln, Nebraska in the past 40 plus years. Oh, guess what? Never happened. Never happened. There were never 2 teachers found in a fucking cornfield at any time from about 1969 moving forward. It never happened. So I'll put that lie in your back pocket and sit on it for a while because it's worthless. It's worthless. And as far as me being investigated, you should have heard him laughing his ass off. I said, well, start off. He says I'm under investigation for 400 murders. But I did say the other night, he did say that it was like 86. He goes, 86? And I'm like, yeah. I said, I don't know where he comes up with these numbers. He pulls them out, just pulls them out of thin air. And he said, there's even the most prolific serial killers have not gotten away with 86. They haven't gotten away with that many ever. So he did it again. He did the radio thing because I asked him to. I said, would you check on the radio and find out if there's any investigation going on where I can, because I'd be willing to answer questions. So he did. He went to his radio and he freaking clicked in and checked with the detective department, had them check with whoever, punched it into the computers and shit. Oh, guess what? I'm not being looked at for jack shit. I'm not under investigation for jack shit. I don't know if I can do that. But frankly, and here's the thing. I'll put this out there, and then we'll get into the other stuff here right quick. As far as that goes, getting an RO, would it be possible? Certainly. And it was suggested. But as long as he keeps running his mouth, that just gives me more fuel because he has stated, oh, I'm going to sue everybody. I'm going to sue everybody. Well, we know he can't. No, he can't. He can't sue anybody. And the other thing that they're going to look into, I did mention to him that, and I'll bring it up here. I'll bring it up here in a minute. I could probably get a restraining order. That is a big possibility. Well, yeah, I agree. He needs to stop with the freaking lies. I'm aware of that. And if he stops, he stops. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If he keeps on the way he's going, hey, I'm a firm believer. And this happened to that other person, his little mentor. And I think that there's somebody in the chat over there that'll back me up on this. I gave the other guy plenty of rope, and let him reel it out and let him pull that rope until he had enough to hang himself, and he hung himself. You don't see that guy anymore because I waited until, like, similar situation as this is. I waited until now, and then I went down and took care of business. And this is how it starts. This is how taking care of business starts. Doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter. It's coming out of his mouth. He's an adult. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. So if he wants to keep on running his mouth, let him keep on running his mouth. My concern was for whoever's living at that address he was claiming as my address. And I took care of that today. So I'm giving you more rope. Giving you a little bit more rope. I strongly recommend you stop your bullshit and you start yanking down all those addresses and all that fucking crap you've been talking. Those videos where you were talking your shit. I'd strongly recommend pull most of them down. Don't pull them all because I don't have them all copied yet. Don't pull them all down right away. I wouldn't want you to run over there and do that right now. Because I'm going to hang your fucking ass. You done pissed me off. You done fucking pissed me off. I let it ride and let it ride and let it ride. And now you've just gone over the top fucking ridiculous with your horse shit outright lying. And I'm done. I'm done. So now I'm going about it in the legal avenue. Now I could right now at this point moving forward, I could really give a shit what you say, but I'm giving you a heads up. I'm giving you a heads up about it. You need to stop the doxing. You need to stop the fucking lying. You need to stop the general horse shit. Nobody's believing it anyway. Wheezy was on there and asking you questions. You go, hey, I got somebody out there that's listening to it. Yeah, you're listening to it. You're a lol cow. LOL cow. That's what you are now. That's what you've become. That's what you've denigrated to. Yes, he is. He is that. But yeah, I'm taking it. Yeah, he was on there for a little while. It wasn't that big. That's when I jumped on the other night. And frankly, that's something I even told the cop that. I said, I jumped on there the other night and just blew a fucking cork. And I shouldn't have done it. But I did. And that's over and done with. Water under the bridge. But it was funny. Bob did exactly what I expected him to do. Exactly. Lied his ass off naturally. I flipped the camera around, showed my apartment, and it was immediately, oh, hey, later on in another stream that he did 3 more streams that night. He did 3 more streams that night. Oh, did you see here his apartment when he turned that camera up? He's got this big empty space in his apartment. Yeah, it's called a living room floor. Oh, and he uses that to put his models out so that he can stalk his future victims. Really? Really? But see, I wanted you to continue on, and you did. And I'm damn glad of that. But what I also brought up to the officers, or office, it was only one. I'm sorry. I'll get that straight. What I did bring up to the officer was, don't you love that? I love that. He looks like he's fucking 12 years old. That's Bob. That is Bob. So what I also gave to the officers was, oh, this stuff. The most recent, and again, this is all to show a pattern of behavior. This is his felony warrant from Ohio. Another felony warrant that, or an indictment, which is a felony warrant. That in, oh, look at this, menacing by stalking. So the police here have copies of all this now, because I emailed it. I emailed it to them so that they could see exactly what was going on. Now, what he's going to also see if the case here with his stalking and shit can tie in to the case in Ohio, which would mean you'd have 2 felony warrants. You just keep flushing that trip to Africa right in deeper and deeper and deeper into the toilet. Into the toilet. And it's going to go bye-bye. And here, this is what they've got a copy of. This is the kind of shit that you do. Yeah, this is the kind of crap that Bob likes to pull, and he thinks it's cute, and he thinks it's funny, and he thinks the people that are watching him agree with that, when the reality is so much different. They're not agreeing with it. They think you're a friggin' jackass. And they're more from the Paulding, Ohio. Oh, and hey, when you do finally get arrested, your bond's going to be at 50 grand. Oh, and here's the part where it says that what you did. Appian watch. Appian is the, in this case, I think it's the detective or whatever that actually had to suffer through Bob's 5-hour and 14-minute live stream video, where in the span of roughly 2 hours, it says it right here, Bobby placed 34 calls to various members of the family, including Daniel, David, Donald, Laura, Herman, Lindsay, Cassandra, and several other unknown family members. Bobby spoke with 4 family members directly and left roughly 9 voicemails. Several of these voicemails were left for the same individual. Bobby's messages are extremely vulgar. During the video, Bobby states, I never knew it could be so goddamn fun stalking people. I'm addicted. I'm going to stalk this family into the fucking ground. That's how one gets a felony warrant. That's how you get a felony warrant. So the police here are going to see about tying this case in with that case, if it goes that far. Now, whether or not the folks down in Florida that you drunkenly called the sheriff on them a while back because you claimed there was a 16-year-old boy being taken advantage of in their house. Your drunken frickin' brain ran away with your imagination, and you just couldn't resist it. You just couldn't resist it. Could you? You couldn't frickin' resist it. You just had to keep on and keep on. Now, with that said, like I said, I don't know um, if the Taylors, I don't think they'll mind if I say that, are going to call and see about having their case just tacked onto the top of the others. I kind of hope so, because that'd just be another nail in the coffin for your frickin' trip to Africa. So, well, and we already know that you can't. That you're going to be unable to go anyway, because you've already got that felony conviction for the rape thingy, which you talked down to a assault with a deadly weapon thingy. So yeah, we already know that felons can't get convicted felons can't get you can't get a passport. Period. And now that you've got a felony warrant in Ohio, you can't get a warrant. You can't get a warrant. You can't get a passport with an active felony warrant. So you're going to be sitting down there in that little bitty room, all by your lonesome. In that little bitty rented room that you're scared to show anybody, by the way. You're just too flat scared to show that to anybody, aren't you? We know that. We know that. We know what you're all about. Had you figured out how many years has it been since you've been living in rented rooms? How many years is that now? Because you don't want to do any better. You just flat don't want to do any better. And here, I'll even show you again. Check it out. Let's see you do this. Yep. Hey, look, there's my living room floor. Isn't that just a big area? Yeah. There's my kitchen. Kind of messy. Truck's sitting right over there too. Got a couple of models sitting there. Bathroom's back over there behind, to the right. I'm not going to walk back to the bathroom because everybody knows what a fucking bathroom looks like. That's my bed. It's an efficiency apartment. It's not that big. It's an efficiency apartment. I don't live in somebody's house. And this is all my shit. Yeah, because I'm such a mooch. No, I had a few of those little piss ants try to come in, but I think what helps too is I'm up on the third floor. So I think that being on the third floor kind of helps. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to climb that high. I don't know. But I did have a few, I call them piss ants. There's little tiny black things. Some people call them sugar ants. And that's the key right there. I'm not going to say he's jealous, but he's envious. He's envious. But here's the kicker that I found out, and I was unaware of this until I started looking into getting into a senior place like this. A couple of things. Number one, the number one thing is that you have to fill out a boatload of application sheets to get into a place like this. And they don't want raving lunatic drunkards. And it doesn't specifically state that, but it is mentioned when you're filling out the application that they don't want you to be a roaring drunk, for lack of a better term. That's the number one. Number two, and this is where he would never be able to get in, they do a background check. And the big thing with the background check now is you can, a male cannot have any sort of convictions or contacts where they have been either convicted of or have been contacted about violence towards women. Bob can't get a place like that simply because that, and that's nationwide because it's HUD. So that application goes everywhere. So if Bob was to apply, he'd never get into a place anyway because they can't rent to him because he's got that conviction, that aggravated assault conviction. That's what the conviction's for. It's not for rape, but that was against a woman. And Bob says he's going to come up and kick my ass, and you pulled a knife on a woman so you could have sex? No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And I'm not. So it's and I'm explaining what to the officer. Yeah, the smoking thing, it's frowned upon, but some of the folks that live in and some of the folks that live in mine, there are a few that are handicapped to the point where they have a really hard time like going in and out to have a cigarette or whatever. So although it's frowned upon, you're not going to get kicked out for smoking a cigarette in your apartment. That's not, but the drinking, they're big on the drinking thing. I don't know if you can be booted out for it. I don't know because I don't drink and I've never been booted out. I quit drinking myself into a stupor years ago. Years ago. It had to be 35 plus years back now that I've been out on a binge. And oh yeah, I know that it destroys the paint in the place. But yeah, I quit drinking. Bob claims I didn't quit drinking, but oh, I was told to tell you that they are looking into having it piled on. But no, it's I don't know. They didn't. I never got asked if I smoked when I moved in here. I mean, I quit smoking a year ago, but I don't recall that ever being on the application. So I don't know. I don't remember if that was on the application or not. But I do know that the violence against, and that's on the flip side too. If a woman has got violence towards men, they're not going to get in either. It's on the flip side, so it's not a one-sided thing. It's both ways. But yeah, it was tough quitting smoking. But yeah, it was it took me a while to fill out the paperwork for this place. It took a while for the background checks to come back. I knew the background checks were going to come back clean. I don't have shit on my record. As Bob found out, he found out. Want to see what Bob found on me? He dug and he dug and he dug and he dug and he dug. And he dug and he dug some more. And he kept going and going. And then what did he find? Oh no! A bad check for good services under $75 from 1987. And the court fines down there, that's wrong. It was a $250 fine that I actually ended up paying. Wasn't $25, and that's just a typo. But that's all right. So yeah, this is what Bob found. This is my amazingly bad record. I always find that amusing because Bob thought he had struck fucking gold when he found this. And I mean, he dug, and I don't know how long he dug for. Hours and hours and hours, whatever, I guess. I don't know. But this is all he found on me. A bad check. That's why he's going around and he's making up all this crap. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot, and this was a case of the you used to do this. It was beat it to the bank. What you do is you would wait until late to go in. Like in this case, I think this was like a $15, maybe $20 check to a restaurant late in the evening, and I figured since I was getting paid the next day, I figured I'd just wait, and the check wouldn't hit the bank until the next day. Well, I didn't beat it to the bank that time, and it bit me in the butt. And I paid a $250 fine for writing a bad check. If I remember right, too, I had to go sit through, oh my God, a god-awful, boring as shit check writing class. Well, yeah, that's right. If you get the money back in the bank, you're fine. But once a check has bounced in Lincoln anyway, back when this was written, it automatically went to the county attorney. You didn't have a say-so in it. And the business didn't have a say-so. Once the bank bounced it, it was heading to the county attorney. Then you got hit with fees and the fees from your bank, let alone the fine. But yeah, well, if you beat it to the bank, it never went anyplace. So, but I mean, it's that's kind of water under the bridge to a degree. But so anyway, I'm serious, Bob. You might want to start taking care of business over there on your channels and getting rid of some shit. Because no bullshit, and you ought to know. You know me all too well. You know me all too well. I don't freaking say shit that I'm not backing up, and I'm telling you now, you're getting your warning. You're getting your warning. You kept poking the bear and poking the bear and poking the bear. Your mentor buddy kept poking the bear, and where's he at now? Where's he at now? Hiding behind everything. Probably behind your frickin' skirt. Probably behind your frickin' skirt. And you stood up there and you got in that screen the other night and threatened to kick my ass. Kick my ass. This coming from a knife-carrying rapist. And you're threatening to kick my ass. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. For a couple of reasons. You're not worth the time and effort it'd take me to come down there. Number one. Number two, you're too freaking nasty and feeble to get her. You can't leave your fucking apartment half the time without hobbling around. You don't walk around streaming anymore like you used to. You lay in a bed and feed your face. God only knows what else you do besides drinking there. You stream for so long. Yeah, it's been two or 3 years that he's done anything. You're right, it is that. But you know, this is coming out of Bob's mouth. This shit comes out of Bob's mouth. So yeah, that could be. It wouldn't surprise me anyway. I like the way you spelled that too, by the way. Oh, but yeah, you went from that guy that's in that picture right there on the screen to this guy. What the fuck, man? What the hell, bud? You know, at least back in the day, you used to be reasonably funny and amusing and funny to watch. Even when you'd get drunk, you were funny to watch. And even though you had your profanities thrown in there, but you weren't begging to see people's buttholes all the time. You weren't calling people queers and gays and whatever else. And when I was on the stream, it didn't take you, when I came on your stream, it did not take you long to once again beg to see my butthole. Now, I'm not going to run any of Bob's videos, not tonight. It cost me my freaking channel for a week last time, so I'm not right. If you want to go look at the videos of Bob, the clips, they're on this channel. You can scroll down and watch them. But you know, that's the consensus, is that he's gay and doesn't want to admit it. And that's not just me and a couple others talking. That's a lot of people talking about it. So, but yeah, I don't want to get a strike. That's why I'm not gonna run the. Well, John Doe, Bob is 10 years younger than I am. I'm 67 freaking years old. He's 57. He's 57 freaking years old and looks like that. Now let's go see if I come over and see if he happens to be streaming yet. So nope, he's not live. But I'm telling you, man, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Last night, he did the one stream for 2.5 hours, and then he did 3 freaking more. 3 more. And thought he was really going to freaking hurt me. And yeah, I don't see him live yet either. You don't scare me. Your freaking mentor up there in Tennessee never scared me. And I got him to shut up. Because he didn't want to get extradited up to Virginia to face anything. Talked all that shit. Well, I'll go to, Harry takes me to court and fills out one of those. I'm going to show up in court. I waited for you outside the courthouse. I was hoping that he would show up.
By your command.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let me get, I gotta email that to myself because you sent it on my phone. Okay, so I got that. And let's see if it comes through pretty quick. Kind of hope it does. That's good. I forgot you had that. All righty, let me see. Here we go. Got that right there. Preview. All right. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to hang on here. Oh, dang it. Didn't get it. Where'd I put it at? I'm looking. There we go. Okay, it should let me get over here and go back here to share the screen, window. Here it comes. There we go. Check that out. Oh, hell, let me make it bigger. Hang on, let me make it. Look at that difference. Holy shit. That's, yeah, you're right. That's 7 years difference. That's 7 years out. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what the title will be when it goes live too. It should be interesting to say the least. But hey, like I said, when I come up and decide to do something, I come with the freaking facts and the shit to back it up. Bob will sit over there, you know, and mark my words. Mark my words. This is exactly what's going to happen. He's going to go live. He's going to have the camera pointed at his face. And he may allude to the fact that he's going to turn his screen around. I'm going to turn my screen around. And he never will. He never will. You know, as a matter of fact, I don't think that he is. Has he ever actually shown his screen during a stream? I can't recall that he's actually ever done that to prove anything. I don't think he's proved jack shit. However, one of the streamers that on YouTube that have been following him as a lolcow, said that in his Discord, I guess he's still got a Discord, he posts pictures of his private parts for everybody to see on I don't know if it's on a regular basis or not, but it's like, why would a man who's claiming to be straight continually do that? He continually does it. Yeah, but he wasn't an asshole near as big as he is now. Now he's just a foul-mouthed, profanity-laced, homophobic jerk who, you know, and all he's ever going to have is that living in rooms for rent. And he said it himself many times, saying, here's where a lot of the projection comes in. He was talking bad about my son and my brother. Oh, well, they don't like you. Your brother doesn't like you anyway. Well, hey, the feeling's fucking mutual in that regard. So that shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody, because I've said it many times on here. I'm hoping that my brother croaks before I do, so I can stand over and piss on his fucking grave. Yeah, we don't get along. Big shocker. Ooh. Did that hurt my feelings? No. And as far as my son goes, he's got more class in his little finger. And I guarantee you, he'd hand your ass to you on a fucking platter. Evidently in his Discord, he does. Evidently in his Discord, he does. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I should send you the link to their YouTube video where they actually say that in the video. I won't play it because I'm not going to get flagged. But it's on. It's in one of their videos. I forgot what the frick I was gonna go get. I will post the web address for you. Or where that's at, and you can. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll get the video, and you can. Where the hell is that channel at? Dang it! I'm gonna go over here and do it this way, I guess, so I can freaking. Did it, Horn? Right. Yeah, they were all over him about that shit. So evidently they had, I don't know if they were on the inside or if they had someone on the inside. Either way, they had, they had somebody that was in on that. And what you'll need to do is I'll give you the video link, and you'll just need to scroll up where Bob's actually in the frame on the bottom right part of this stuff, and then just roll it back a little bit because they start talking pretty early on about. Oh no, they don't show anything. They don't show any pictures from his Discord, but they bring up what is being posted in his Discord. You know, how are you going to stop him from using Discord? There's a bunch of freaking shit goes on over there all the time anyway. They don't give a crap. They really don't. They don't give two hoots and a holler as to what gets posted over there anymore. And even if you report anything, it takes days, if not weeks, before anybody looks at your report. So it's pretty much free reign. And you really got to do some serious crap to get banned from there. And Alicia's been banned and she keeps coming back. Oh, and speaking of that, John Boyd, I don't know if you know this or not, but she did a stream a while back with she had Tan Mom on again. Oh, and she's looking rough too. Anyway, in any case, they were going to go to, I don't know, some Trump rally or something, and I guess Tan Mom started not feeling well, and she wanted to go back up to the hotel room because she wasn't feeling well. So what did Elisa do? She has one of her little friend cohort people go get a wheelchair for her, and then they piddle around with that for a few minutes, and then they rolled her outside where Elisa pretended to get a phone call. She was supposed to get her an Uber or whatever, and then they went back and they decided to take her inside, and then she just freaking left her there. This girl that Tan Mom was having some rather serious freaking issues. It looks like in the video anyway. And Elisa just walked up so she could go get to this Trump rally thingy. That shows you that her friends don't mean jack diddly squat. So, well, I can't find Bob's stuff, and he's not going to let me into his Discord anyway. And here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. I was actually shocked that I even managed to get on with him last night. I think it was last night. I was shocked at it because he has got me blocked from everything. Twitter, Discord, YouTube, email, Facebook, phone, text messaging, anything. Anything. He's got me freaking blocked. But he does every once in a while he'll pop something in here, and this one is from one of his numbers. He sent me a text message and said, "Bob said you're a sicko, rapist, killer." That's a text message, and then by the time I answered back, of course, the number had mysteriously vanished. I don't think that stuff is staged because that's a group of gay men that are doing this, and what they have found is they have found a good source of comedic entertainment, and it's good for them for content. He's a freaking LOL cow now, and word's getting around that that's all he's good for is content. So he's not yeah, the way now, Alicia, a lot of that is, but I don't think in this case she really looked she looked out of it. The stream is the stream where she says that they're going to go to the Trump rally, and you can just kind of skip through and watch Tan Mom. Tan Mom, she's looking rough, number one. Number two, she was looking just, I mean, downright sick, where she should have had some kind of medical attention given to her. I don't think that was fake. A lot of Elisa's shit, yeah, I think it's fake, but not that stuff. Not that stuff. I want to make some more fun of Bob. Yeah. You know, that first picture there, that's back in the damn it days. That's when that was going on. But how long have I been on? I've been on a little over an hour, so I think I'm going to get off and fix myself something to eat. Try to have a relaxing evening night because I didn't sleep for shit last night. And no, It wasn't because of Bob. It was because of some other crap that I had going on. But tonight I'm hoping I'll sleep a little bit better. So thanks, John. John Boyce LeBaron. We'll catch you guys later. Hope you guys have a good night. Later.